Hey everyone, it's Chef Jeff. We're in the kitchen right now, and today you're gonna be learning how to make an incredible dish that looks sophisticated, that looks complicated, but I'm not gonna tell if you don't tell. It's really simple. Grouper En Croute with a pearl onion, chorizo, and garbanzo bean ragout that's gonna be all coming together alive. We're going to take fresh parsley and a super sharp knife, and we're just going to really mince this as fine as we can, because really the hard part is how it's gonna look. This dish is all about presentation, it's all about functionality, and it's all about flavor. We're gonna start with actually doing our pearl onion ragout. Hot pan, a little bit of olive oil. You can already see it starting to really move around, smoke. We're gonna also just take it off the heat a little bit to control it. Garbanzo beans are gonna go in first. I wanna have these cook and I wanna get a nice sear on them. Off of the heat. It's gonna cool down the pan just a little bit. Pearl onions are gonna go in next with a little bit of the chorizo sausage. The chorizo sausage are gonna open up, bring a little bit of that smokiness, that oil that we want, and actually color some of these incredible ingredients. A little bit of garlic, a little salt and pepper, and into that pan they go. Quick toss. You can smell those flavors coming together. You can see the chorizo starting to really toast up. The onions have absorbed that flavor. They've absorbed the oil. The garbanzo beans hit it first, layering and layering of flavor. That's what you want. And you know what? The ragout is done. We're just gonna turn this off and let that simmer for a little bit. Panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, Italian herbs. We've got some dried parsley, a little bit of oregano, some dried basil, sweetness within this dish. That's gonna be a little hidden. We're gonna just take our grouper, Florida's Rolls Royce of our waters, and we're going to just do one side only into a fresh egg. Get that nice and crusted. Let that rest for a second. Into the hot pan that we already got, a little bit of olive oil, non-stick pan. Again, we wanna make sure that this does not stick, that it has some movement, and that it really gets a nice crust. So, we're also gonna add a little bit of flavor. We're gonna take a nice knob of butter into that pan and let that just work its magic. This grouper is ready for its maiden voyage. You guys ready? And 1, 2, 3, boom. Hot pan, that butter, and we're gonna sear it with that crust down first. That's the side that we want presentation. That's the side that we want the color. So we're gonna make sure that that allows us all that flavor to get into it. All right, and we're just gonna do a nice quick, oh, beautiful crust. The crust is exactly what we want. We're gonna get that really nice cook on the flip side of it. I made up and sliced some beautiful purple fingerling potatoes. They're a little bit more fun on the plate, but you still get that great starch that you need. Now this is a larger piece of filet, so you wanna make sure that you are monitoring it and cooking it thoroughly. Our chorizo, pearl onion, garbanzo ragout is finished, it's done. So while that grouper is starting to finish itself up, we can start by plating in a nice rows that everything is going to fit on. And we can take our pearl onions and strategically place them as we see fit onto the plate. And the flavor absorbs into these pearl onions, and then we can just place accordingly. The grouper is ready, it's come alive, it looks awesome. I mean, we've got a nice crust to it there, the panko, the Parmesan, a little bit of that Italian herb sitting right on top of this pearl onion, chorizo, and that garbanzo bean ragout. We're gonna finish it with just a little bit of some parsley. And since it's seafood, you can't go wrong with a little bit of lemon. So a little lemon zest, bring out a nice little bit of those oils, and for good measures, a little bit with some fresh lemon juice.